Hi, so you may have seen my video where I just unboxed and put together the Barbie beauty salon from 1976, which is here on my left, your right, with Superstar Barbie modeling for scale. I always loved the layout of this, and I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Darcy CoverGirl supermodel doll, and the fact that Darcy actually had a discotheque of her own, and yet Superstar Barbie, she got the A-frame dream house, she got the dream vet and the super vet, and a million other vets, but she never had an actual disco. So, inspired by Darcy's disco, I decided that Superstar really needed one of her own, and that's why I decided to make the Superstar Discotheque. So this is my Trina Turk Barbie Malibu beach towel, and I'm using it to unveil the Barbie Superstar Disco. Voila! So as you can see, Barbie fits in very nicely with her friends PJ, Christy, and Ken. This is Superstar Ken, as well as Fashion Photo Christy and PJ. Now what I've done is I've taken the entire unit and then added the 3-mirror unit and the floor piece along with the archway sign and the background piece, and I flipped it, and I had to sand down some of the plastic pieces so that it would fit and create my own hooks so that the sign would stay up. But I really was happy with how it turned out. I also, as some of you will recognize the graphic motifs, which have the stars that look a little bit like Wonder Woman, but actually they come from the Superstar Barbie photo studio carrying case. I couldn't find it when I was looking for it, so I'll have to find it and dig it up. But those are 2 photo references which I'll have to post separately because I don't have them to show you right this minute. But first I think I should give you a peek at what this looks like at nighttime. Let me turn off these lights and see how this looks. If you'll bear with me just a second. I'll get to see how that looks. Yeah, so as you can see, let me actually try to get a close-up of this for everyone. So what I've done is I've taken 2 strings, one of pink and one of purple, fairy lights they're called, that run on a couple of AA batteries. And I found them, they sometimes carry them at Michael's. I think I had to go to Amazon to find these particular colors. And I twisted and connected both wires so that the pink and purple alternated, because otherwise they were too far spaced anyway. And then the disco ball, which you see, is illuminated from inside, the mirrored disco ball. That was a string of Christmas decorations that had, I don't know, like half a dozen or 8 or 10 disco balls. So I took off one of these disco balls and I threaded the pink and purple lights inside. And then the lights I was left over with, which don't match the pink and purple, but I didn't want them to go to waste. I have them at least temporarily installed in the bar back there. So the pieces also include the front bar, and the seats are by Gloria. And then the My Scene Barbie Beauty Boutique had that piece with the circle shelf in the middle that I decided to make as a bar back. I'm going to pull this back again a little bit and move some pieces out so you can see how adaptable I think it is. If you move all the dolls, there you can see the bar without any obstructions. And I'm going to actually turn the lights back on, if I can move this chair out of the way. So if you don't want the bar in the way, I can just remove that and excuse me, remove this. Oops. Thanks. I have to redo that. And now you have a really big area where the dolls can dance. And you can take photographs. I tried to kind of create, these, I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas that are almost like Instagrammable backdrops, even though this is, a disco from the 70s. I just thought it would be cool to be able to take pictures in front of the different backdrops. I made this one primarily yellow with her in mind, and this one primarily blue and green with her in mind. I kept the color, original color theme for the big backdrop. And then for the shots that show dolls, these were from the backs of fashions. This one is for 12-inch Barbie, and I think this was from the back of a super size Barbie fashion pack. I really liked the spotlights because even though they're printed and they're not actually illuminated, I just thought it added, it's almost like you're looking through to another area of the club where these dolls are dancing. And then the signage here, let me see if I can show that to you. The Superstar Discotheque. I just found a font that I thought sort of made me think of Scooby-Doo and Saturday morning cartoons, but I thought it was a very fun 70s font that might, that could have been used in the era. Let me turn off these lights now. Don't want to burn them out. And I wanted something that looked just as good with or without the lights on. So why don't you let me know with your likes and your shares and your comments if you think I've succeeded here. And, if people are interested in making their own, then maybe I could eventually post the images, the PDFs on